Armenian-Turkish protocols that were signed back last year in October were frozen by the decision of the Armenian president in April 22nd, although they were not withdrawn. So where do we stand in sense of the protocols and in sense of Armenian-Turkish relationships now?
No, in fact, as you said, the protocols are waiting in the Foreign Relations Committee of two countries' parliament. Armenian-Turkish relations, as a matter of fact, in my opinion, is much better position right now than before. We are moving forward. Of course, the relationship between the two countries have been so damaging and so bad that it takes some time to repair it. So there is a positive attitude between the two countries' government officials. There is a positive attitude from Turkish opposition. There is a positive attitude toward the Armenians in the country. All we're saying is that at this point in time, while other problems are being resolved, it's better to keep quiet, to keep silent, maybe not to talk about the protocols where we are right now, Armenian-Azeri relationship. Let the diplomacy work, but meanwhile, in my opinion, it is my opinion to start confidence-building relationship between the two countries. That's my opinion.
You're the chairman of the Turkish Parliament Foreign Committee. And as you mentioned, the protocols are in the committee. When do you believe it will be the time to bring them over for a vote?
Now, in fact, of course, when I bring it to the committee, I have to make sure that it will pass. And of course, the parliaments always reflect the minds and the feelings of the people. As a matter of fact, if these protocols, when brought to the committee, going to be rejected, it will be more damaging than it's staying in my desk right now. So for that reason, I'm trying to find out a better atmosphere whereby there is a positive, concrete progress made between Armenia and Azerbaijan. And I'm very hopeful on this. I don't want to get into the details because, in my opinion, comprehensive approach is the best approach. When that time comes, we don't mind bringing it up from our chair, from our desk, sorry, because we invested together with Armenians a lot to improve and to normalize the relationship between the two countries. I don't think that there is any return back. There is only things we can move forward, but probably we need some more time to move forward.
The deputy chairman of your party's foreign committee, Suat Karakoğlu, yesterday at the Middle East Institute announced that there is no document or new talks between the sides. Is there a new document?
Now, even if there is a new document, I don't think that it's at this point right for us to talk about this new document or even to speculate on this new document. I'm sure there is a positive dialogue between all parties. I'm sure people are very constructive, politicians are very constructive and taking their risks. And I don't think that we are at this juncture to jeopardize any of these efforts and energies put forth to this relationship. Now, as far as I know, if there is going to be a concrete step forward, then this step should be explained and should be announced, should be declared by respective politicians, by respective leaders, not the politicians. We are the politicians. And those leaders, if they accept whatever is in the table, I don't know whether there is something in the table, then they will make the announcement. I think it's, for me, as a chairman of the Foreign Relations Committee, it's early to speculate on what's on the table, what's not on the table.
The process between Armenia and Turkey, setting aside the soccer game, which one can say the so-called soccer diplomacy started from, has been a 1 year of heavy discussions, many different sides taking different approaches on different issues. We're talking about the roadmap since 2009, April 22nd, until 2010, April 22nd. It seemed like a complete year of Armenian-Turkish activated talks. Now, can we say that one of the main conclusions that we can have after this is that Armenian-Turkish bilateral relationships are impossible to be successful if the Nagorno-Karabakh issue and Armenian-Azerbaijani relationships are not coupled with it?
Now, in fact, I wish we have a lot of time, more time to discuss this. Here's I look at the situation. If we have these two problems resolved all at the same time, all of us will win. All of us will be winners. So there is win-win situation. For instance, let's suppose, one way or the other, Armenia-Azeri relationship improved. When that's improved, there is no border between Armenia and Azerbaijan, and there is a pipeline going through Azerbaijan from Azerbaijan and Armenia going to Turkey. So there is economic activity being created, and then that's also, once all these problems are resolved, we will have train road connecting all these three countries. We will have very good transportation channel connecting all these countries. Things will be much more better. So in my opinion, solving all these problems all together, at least agreeing on a roadmap on all these problems, will definitely help all the communities, Armenians, Azeris, and Turks, to be in a better situation than today. So they are not prerequisite of each other. As a matter of fact, that's what the government's position is. But the parliaments reflect the minds and the voices of the people. So in that case, I don't want to take the risk of having these protocols being rejected in the parliament, while there is a strange still problems with Armenia and Azerbaijan, knowing and believing that improving Armenian-Azeri relationship is mutually beneficial to both Armenia and Azerbaijan.
In other words, we're coming back to the square one, which we had in '94, which was that the resolution on Nagorno-Karabakh front will contribute to the Armenian-Turkish border opening.
But no, I don't think that we are back to square one, because we really don't know, as politicians, as parliamentarians, and you as the journalists, what kind of talks and diplomacy taking place between the parties. So let's give it a chance. Let's give the diplomacy do its work, and once things are open, let's talk about it and let's speculate on this. But at least at this point, and this is a lifting of the psychological barrier between Armenians and the Turks, at least we are able to talk. At least we are able to communicate. At least me in person, talking to an Armenian correspondent, knowing that my speech is going to be aired in Armenian media, to our Armenian public. So this psychological step definitely will bring additional concrete results. I don't think that we are back to square one. We are way ahead of square one.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mercan. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.